Good day, Sir Mikey. Good day, everyone. My name is Franz Gabriel A. Sale, and today I'm going to give a speech about purposive communication, my communication challenges, the communication barriers that were present, and how to prevent or stop them. So, it all started when I was in junior high. Our teacher gave us a performance task to do, but in my side, it was a long instruction and hard to understand. So, I wanted to raise a question, but something stopped me because I was afraid. I was afraid that my classmates would think that I wasn't listening to the class. I was afraid that my classmates would think that my question was just too simple and I was just too dumb to understand. And so, I stayed quiet. I ended up doing my performance task without asking any questions. Then, as I was doing my performance task, I compared it with my classmates. And then I realized I was doing the task incorrectly. I ended up doing it all over again from scratch, which caused me so much stress and frustration and so much time lost. Here, I found several communication barriers. First is the psychological barrier, the fear of judgment. Because of this, I was too afraid to ask clarifications to the teacher, which cost me so much time and so much stress doing it all over again. Next is the assumption that my classmates already understood everything, so I was afraid to raise a question because I would just stand out in the class, and I was afraid of that. Third that I could think of is the communication feedback loop. Because of this, because of me not asking questions, clarifications, my teacher did not bother to ask the students if they actually understood the instructions because no one really raised a hand to ask more questions. And so, this brings me to how to prevent these communication barriers. First that I can think of is assertiveness. If you're assertive enough to ask questions, then you would have no problem on doing performance tasks, because if you would just clarify things with your teacher, you could do your performance task flawlessly. Next is to just listen to your teacher and repeat the words that the teacher said all over again in your mind until that goes into the long-term memory. I failed to do those things, and so I ended up suffering the consequences. Because of this, I realized that teachers and students should work together to have a classroom that is question friendly, so that students who would want to speak their minds would not be afraid anymore. Because communication is not just about talking with other people, it's about connecting to each other, connecting with each other. And I also realized that raising your hands and asking questions does not make you dumb. It just shows that you are truly listening. It shows that you are a good communicator and just wants to clarify things. Thank you, that's all.